Okay, so you're gonna be lying down on your back. You're gonna take your strap and you're gonna place it underneath your feet. And then you're gonna lie flat. Place your heels down on the ground with the strap still underneath the balls of the feet, and your elbows are gonna be bent. You want the strap coming out of the thumb side of your hand. We're just going to, as you push your hips up into a bridge, really think about pushing into your heels. So as you push your hips up, you straighten your arms straight up. Lower down, lower the arms down. Press the hips up, straighten the arms up, lower the legs, lower the arms. Hello, Navua. Straighten the arms, lift the hips, lower both back down. We're gonna do that 4 more times. 4, 3. Hello, Deborah. 2. And on this one, you're gonna lift your hips up and straighten your arms straight up towards the ceiling. If you just joined in, go ahead. You're gonna be up in a bridge with your arms straight up towards the ceiling. The strap is underneath your feet. And now from here, we're just gonna bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten the elbows. So when you bend your elbows, it's just from your elbow to your wrist that is moving down towards you. You wanna keep basically from your shoulder to your elbow completely still. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. And then you're gonna keep your arms straight. You're gonna lower your hips down. And then from here, we're gonna open and close the arms. Open and close. Good, Deborah. Hi, Fabiana. Open and close. Open and close. We're gonna do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're just gonna lower your arms all the way down. Rest your strap down on the ground. Hands are gonna go back up towards the ceiling without the strap. Lift your hips up. Take a big inhale, and then you're gonna drop your sternums down. And then from here, let's just lower and lift the heels. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. So we're just doing small little calf raises. And the further away your feet are from you, it will cramp your hamstrings less. So if you find that your hamstrings are automatically cramping, you just put those feet a little bit further away from you. Anyone with any knee injuries or knee replacements, that's what you need to do. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna pause with heels lifted up off the ground. Now from here, you're gonna alternate kicking the legs straight out in front of you. First your left leg, then your right leg. And your knees stay side by side. So it's just knee extension. So kind of what we were doing with our arms, except for now we've done it with our legs. So the knees extend, straightening the leg. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, on this one, whichever leg is straight, you're gonna kick that leg straight out in front of you. Hold it. You want those knees side by side. You still have your heel lifted with your other foot that's on the ground. And now we're gonna do pulses, pulsing the heel down towards the ground. The heel never touches the ground. You just pulse down, down, down. So it's like you're pushing into a tennis ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that other foot down. Ball of the foot, heel is lifted up, and you're gonna straighten the opposite leg. So whichever leg was floating, now the other leg is. And now hold that there, get the knees side by side, and then pulse the heel down towards the ground. You're pulsing down, getting the deep calf muscles. For 5, make sure you're pushing evenly through the toes. 3, 2, 1. Place both feet down. Lower your hips all the way down, lower your heels down to the ground. Bring your hands behind your head, support the neck. Take a big inhale, sending your ribs out to the side. See if you can get your calves and your glutes, hamstrings, all engaged like they just were. Curl your head and shoulders up. Okay, with those head and shoulders up, you're gonna hold, everyone push your head back into your hands. Get more engaged with that core as you exhale, coming up higher. Okay, we're holding here. Now we're gonna march. March. So the marching is not Bending the knee, you're drawing the knee towards your chest. Kathy, go ahead and send your feet further away from you so that's more work to bring the leg up. Up. Good, Emily. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's bring your left leg to tabletop, then bring your right leg, curl up a little bit higher. Now we're gonna alternate. Rotate your left armpit towards your right knee, and then the opposite towards the other way. Good. We rotate and rotate. Now, if this ever gets into the neck, you rest the head and shoulders down and you'll do leg extension instead. This is if it's too much for the neck, this is the movement you'll be doing. We're gonna do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Then lower the head and shoulders down. Find your strap. You're gonna squeeze your heels together and turn out so that you're in a Pilates V, and then bring your heels to be pressing into the strap. You have to maybe do a little bit of adjustment first. So you're in this Pilates V, the strap is right underneath the heels. And then your knees are gonna be turned out about shoulder distance apart, and you're lying flat on your back. You can also lift the balls of your feet off the mat. Okay, you're gonna take an inhale here, exhale, bridge your hips up, lower the hips down. Now your heels are pressing into the ground, and let's have the straps going through the thumb side of your hand. And you can grab more of your strap, so the ends of the strap are coming out of your thumbs. And so as you lift and lower your hips now, let's punch the arms up, lower the arms down, punch the arms up. Now, those knees are about shoulder distance open. So you should be feeling the external rotators, the outside of your glutes. You have some inner thigh activation, and you really want your knees to kind of be still in space. For 3 more, this is 3. For 2. Now on this one, lift those hips up, lift those arms up and hold. You're still externally rotated. Let's bring those arms out to the side, and you're gonna hold them out to the side. Now let's just bend and straighten the elbows from here. Really try to squeeze those heels together without moving those knees. Gets deeper glute activation. We're just bending and straightening those elbows. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those arms straight out to the side. Let's do 5 circles each direction. 5, 4. Hips are still lifted. 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips down. Bring the arms into your side. You're going to keep the straps underneath the feet, but you're going to straighten your legs. Your legs are going to be straight. And let's turn so that your palms are going to be up towards the ceiling. Ears of the strap are coming out of the pinky side of your hand now. Legs are straight. Flex those feet, drawing the top of the foot towards you. And let's just roll up just to the head and shoulders lifted off the mat. So your tips of your scapula could still be down. If you can get up higher, that is fine. Just get that core engaged. Now everybody pull your ears back behind your shoulders. So you're not leading with your chin, you're leading with your core. And we're hanging out here. Let's go ahead, turn the palms to face each other, bend and straighten your elbows. Hammer biceps. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Bend and straighten. Now, at any point you want to challenge yourself, as everyone flatten out your low back by doing a pelvic tilt, you bend your legs to tabletop. And then as you straighten your arms, you straighten your legs. So this is going to make it more core work. Or if you want to stick to the shoulder work, you keep those legs down and on the ground. You know, those are just 2 options of what you can do. For 5, for 4, 3, 2. Now everyone, you're going to bring your legs down to the ground, straighten them out, and bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle. So if your legs were floating, now they're going to be back down on the ground. Draw those shoulder blades down, making a 90-degree angle. Open the arms wide, bring them back in. At any point, rest the head and shoulders down. Let the core do the work, not the neck. We're going to do 5 more. 5. It's a lot of flexion, so listen to your body. 3, 2, 1. Bring the elbows in, straighten the arms out, Lower the head and shoulders. Send your neck side to side. Now you're holding that strap still. Your palms are facing your body. Let's go ahead, open your arms about 45-degree angle, opening them out to the side. Your thumbs are towards the ceiling, so you're getting that opening from the shoulders, and then let's bend and straighten the elbows. We're bending and straightening the elbows at this 45-degree angle. Okay, let those shoulders pull down away from your ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna pause with the elbows bent. Now, we're gonna use the tension of the strap to pull the sternum down, to roll all the way up onto your sits bones. And then you go over your sits bones and lean forward, getting a stretch for those hamstrings. And from here, you can just let the neck relax, shake the head no, and then sit up tall. Good, we're gonna cross the straps now. So your straps are crossed, and you're gonna bend the knees ever so slightly. Now, palms are facing the ground, ears of the strap are going out of the pinky side of the hand. You're up tall, let's just open those arms out to the side. Your palms are facing the ground, your arms can be parallel to the ground. If that is too much in the neck, having your arms parallel to the ground, you just drop those hands a little bit. And this is about making the shoulder blades pinch together gently. Good. For 5. Now you should feel the outside of your glutes are also working because of the straps coming crosswise. So open the legs a little bit wider and you'll feel your abductors, the parts of the muscles that take your legs away from your body. And now everyone pause with those arms open and out to the side. Draw the shoulder blades down. You're holding here. Good. Open those legs even wider, pushing into the strap more. Getting those abductors firing, even firing, or that was what I was about to say. It doesn't quite make sense. Let's go ahead and paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, Emily. 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms together. Let them uncross. Round those shoulders forward and back. Good. Now you're gonna grab as much of your strap as you can. It's gonna make it very tight. And you're sitting up tall. Your arms are straight and feel the strap basically wants to recoil and pull you forward. You're using your spine extensors to keep yourself upright. Straight hinge back lean. You stay on your sits bones pushing towards the ground. Then come back up. There's no rounding of the spine. It's just a hinge back at the hips. Good, Nabua. And then you come back up. So no tilting of the pubic bone, anybody. You want that pubic bone pushing towards the ground. Hey, Lon. And then you're gonna hinge back up. Hinge back and hold. And hold here. Now everyone draw your sternum down. You're pushing out of those feet and you're pushing out of the arms. Pull those shoulder blades down. Now if this gets into the low back, you come up more. Check in with your pubic bone. Push the pubic bone towards the ground. We're holding here. Now, bend your elbows into your side and then straighten them back out. Pushing out of those feet, you're gonna get your hip flexors, you're gonna get your quads really working here. Marie, lift the chest up more. Yes, like that, for 5. Kathy, lift your chest. Push your pubic bone towards the ground, look up more, Kathy. Yep, 3, 2, and everyone pause with those elbows bent here. Holding. You're gonna slowly bend your right leg in towards you, keeping that heel on the ground, and sit up on the sit bones. So now you already have your left leg strapped. Let's just lift and lower it. That bottom of the right foot is on the ground. You're now up closer to your sits bones, and we're going into the quad work. Now, make sure you're not rolled back. You gotta sit up. If you need to, you can lean back slightly, but you wanna make sure that there's more work going on in the quad and less in the lean back. So trying to sit up as tall as you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's lift that leg and hold. Now straighten your arms, taking the strap off of that left foot. Let the strap go. Now, if this is too much in your hip flexor, you can place your hands back and lean back. Otherwise, keep those arms up. Keep the leg up, flex the foot towards you. Marie, draw those shoulder blades in and down. Yep. And now everybody, you're gonna open the arms and the leg together. Bring the leg, bring the arms in. So we're changing the center of gravity as you open your arms and leg and really feel that thigh. Now, always, if it's pinching, you lean back more. Open and close. 2 more. 1. Good, Brandy. 2. And then bring the arms and legs back to the center. Let's paint 5 circles each direction, arms and legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4. Whew. Quads. 2, 1. Lower everything down. Bring your bottoms of your feet together for a butterfly stretch. And you can go side to side. So I had you all kind of get rid of the strap. At any point, grab that strap again and wrap it around your feet. It will give your hips some support. So now let's put the other foot in the strap. Should be the right foot, but if it's not, it's whatever foot you want it to be. World is your oyster. Okay, you're gonna grab, pulling that strap in towards you, push out of the hip, and let's lift and lower. And just notice how much higher this hip flexion can be when you have the strap to support it. It's because you have something to actively push out into, and you're gonna lift and lower. So you can always grab this strap and wrap around your foot for 2, lift and hold. So if you want to challenge these quads and hip flexors more, this is when you can straighten those arms and get rid of that strap. At any point, rewrap your foot. And then from here, we're going to open and close the leg. Open and close the leg. Yeah, good. And then you want to challenge yourself even more, straighten your arms forward if you don't have your strap. If you have your strap, you can straighten your arms. It's just going to make it lighter. Just know that. Now, Kathy, try not to let your left knee move at all. Now, as you open your legs, open your arms. Yeah, keeping whichever foot is on the ground, that leg stays still. Try not to let it open to offset the balance. For 5, for 4, for 3. Good, Deborah, shoulders down. 2, and 1. Bring the arms and legs back to center, everybody. Lift the leg a little higher if you can. 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower everything down. Straighten both legs out. Shake them out. Okay, you're going to bend those knees and hook the hands right underneath those knees. And then from here, press your heels firmly down. Use that as kind of an anchor. You roll back and then you come back up. You roll back and come up. Now you're going to just roll all the way down and let your hands stay behind your knees. As you roll down, it pulls your legs into tabletop. And you're just going to come down, keeping your shoulder blades off the mat. See if you can curl up so not even your ribs are touching. It's a little bit harder depending on spinal mobility. Emily, you're going to be flat down to your shoulder blades. If you have disc issues, you want to be all the way flat down onto your shoulder blades. Anyone that has any disc issues. Now from here, straighten your left leg, bring both hands behind your right. And then switch. And then switch. And if you want to challenge yourself, as you're switching, you can curl up onto those sits bones. And then switch. Slowly lifting and lowering the spine as you're extending the legs. So this can be a spinal flexion and mobility as you're doing your leg extensions. Good, good, Patricia. And down, down, down. Now everyone, bring both legs into tabletop. Lower the head and shoulders. Straighten both legs up towards the ceiling. And you're just gonna pull the legs towards you. Take a big inhale here, draw the scapula down. Now, as you start to push your legs away from you, let your shoulder blades stay engaged. And as the legs start to lower down, you curl up again. And then hold. Keep both legs actively working. Good, Kathy, stay right there. Now, let's go ahead. Lower your right leg down towards the ground. Keep your left leg still and up towards the ceiling. And then switch. Now, if you have any problem with your back or if your hamstrings are too tight, you can lower the head and shoulders and do these toe taps. So this is the modification for anyone in which the straight legs is too much. You're lying down and you're toe tapping down. Good, let's do 4 more. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Bend everything in, lower head and shoulders down, place feet down. Open the arms wide, send your knees side to side. Side to side. And now let's have some fun side lying. And you're gonna turn onto your side. Right? Side lying's fun. Okay, so we're laying down on your side and your knees are gonna be in line with your hips going forward. Check to make sure your heels are underneath your knees. You're making this nice 90-degree angle. Okay, at any point, this starts to burn in anybody's hip. That's the time to take a break and stretch out. So if there starts to be a burn in a negative way, you're gonna straighten the leg out and let the muscles get a little bit of a rest. So now from here, we're gonna just lift and lower the ankle. Lift the ankle, lower the ankle. The knees stay on top of each other. Good. So we're doing internal rotation, letting that hip kind of open up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're gonna pause with that heel lifted up and pretend it's like pushing into a wall. You've hooked it into the wall. Now the heel's not gonna move. It's just gonna rotate the knee up and then the knee rotates down. The knee rotates up, then back down. Good. So you're going from this deep internal rotation basically to neutral. Well, slightly externally rotated, but good. Up, then down. Up, then down. Then you're gonna pause with that knee lifted up. Now that heel unhooks from the wall and you're gonna straighten the leg forward in front of you. So you should see your whole leg, shin and everything, and then bend the knee. And then straighten the knee, and then bend the knee. Good, straighten and bend. Now everyone check in with your hips. Push your sits bones towards the wall away from you. Yes, Kathy, lift your knee higher towards the ceiling. Yep, there it is, keep it there. And now on this one, everyone, keep your legs straight out in front of you and hold. Patricia, see, yes, good. Fabiana, kick your leg forward and hold it there. Everyone, legs straight out in front of you. You're checking out your shins. And now let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Kick that leg back in line with you. Kick it past your hip so it's reaching behind you. Place it on the ground. Reach your top arm forward away from you so we're getting this long diagonal stretch. This is a stretch. Your feet are resting down on the ground. And we're just rotating the spine slightly. So only go in where it feels good for you. And then bring your leg back in line with you as you bring your shoulder back up towards the ceiling. And then bring your legs back to rest in this tabletop. Okay, now from here, you're gonna pull the knees in towards your chest and rotate onto your back so your legs come into tabletop. Bring your hands behind your head, support the neck, press your head into your hands. At any point, this starts to get into your neck, you're just gonna lower the head and shoulders down. Everyone do that pelvic tilt, flattening out that low back, curl the head and shoulders off the mat. Now from here, we're straightening both legs forward. Then you're gonna open the legs, close the legs, bend them back in. Now, the lower your legs are, the more challenging the exercise. Bend in. If this is too much, you straighten the legs higher. You are still getting plenty of core work, but it's just gonna protect that low back. So if your back is feeling compromised in any way, you just straighten those legs high up towards the ceiling. If you wanna really push that core stability, you straighten those legs as low as you can and bend them back in. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, And let's do one last one. And this one, you're gonna pause with the legs open because everyone's favorite, circles. Legs are open. Lower them as low as you can and hold, but we haven't done the circles yet. We're gonna start slow circles for 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Draw the sternums down, everybody. 1, 5 circles the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together, bend them into tabletop, hug the knees in towards your chest. And just go side to side, side to side. And then you're gonna roll onto your other side and get into a position in which you can see the camera. And then let's bend both of your legs into tabletop. And then from here, before we start with the leg work, take that top arm and you're gonna side bend and reach. And feel that side bend reach, pull your ribs off the ground. With those ribs off the ground, you bring your hands back down to your side. Pull your ribs off the ground now. Pull those ribs off the ground. Keep them off the ground. This is getting your pelvis in neutral. And let's just lift and lower the ankle. Good. Check to make sure your heels are in line with your knees, going down. Up, then down. Up, then down. Good, Marie. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're gonna lift that heel up and hold. Heels lifted up towards the ceiling. You've hooked it into the wall. Just lift the knee up. Drop the knee down. Lift the knee up. Drop the knee down. Lift the knee up. Good. Drop the knee down. For 5, 4. Good, Navua. 3, 2. Now on this one, you're gonna pause, lift it up. Good, Lon. Now place your top hand on your knee. Don't let it move in space. Straighten the leg forward and pause. Look at your quad, kneecap, shin, top of the foot, and then bend the knee. Then straighten the knee. Kathy, rotate the knee up towards the ceiling a little bit more. Good. Straighten and bend. Marie, see if you can lift your leg a little bit higher. Patricia as well. Lift your legs a little bit higher as you bend and straighten. For 5, 4, Emily, externally rotate kneecap more towards the ceiling. 2, yep. And then pause with the legs straight. Good, Fabiana, lift higher. Lift higher, everybody. Kick a little bit more forward. Make this as challenging as you can. We're trying to create some length in those hamstrings. Let's paint 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, they're slow. 2, 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick the leg back. Reach it back so it's going behind you. Place it down, reach your top arm forward. So you're making this giant diagonal X from your hand down to your feet. And you're getting a stretch all across your hip flexors, deep into the quads. And then you're gonna bring those knees forward and just let your body continue to roll forward so that you're on your stomach. You're gonna bend your elbows so that they're in line with your shoulders. You're making, I heard this, cactus arms as opposed to goalpost arms. So you're making a cactus. I kind of like that. You're gonna draw your shoulder blades down. Push your heart forward as you lift your head and chest up just to the bottoms of your ribs. Now, you're not looking straight ahead. You're looking towards the ground. Your neck should be you should be in neutral, not kind of neutral, it's in neutral. And lower back down. You're not lifting from the back of the neck, you're lifting from your mid back. So it's pulling everything up and then lowering back down. Good. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, float your arms off. So it's really your back that's doing the work. You can't push into your hands at all. Then lower back down. Now everybody, push your pubic bone into the mat as you lift up. And then lower back down. Pull your belly button off the mat as you lift up. And then here we're going to hold. Now from here, let's straighten your left arm forward and keep it there. Your right arm is still bent. Left arm is forward. Now we're gonna lower and lift the right leg. Keeping it straight, you lift it up towards the ceiling, you lower it back down. Now, at any point, this gets to be pinching in the back at all. You bend either the elbow back in or you make the leg lift happen smaller. For 3, 2, 1. Bend that left arm in, straighten the right arm forward. Now you can always rest the hand on the ground or keep it floating. And now let's lower and lift the left leg. So we're doing holding our extension, making our shoulder extensors work even harder as we lift and lower with our hip extensors. That's a lot of extension. For 3, for 2, last 1. Bend your elbows in, place your hands down, lower your body down, and then you can press yourself back into a child's pose. Getting a stretch for the mid and low back. And then you're gonna come up and grab your strap, and we're gonna come to this position is whatever is comfortable for you. If this high kneeling works for you, you can stay there. You can be back on resting on your heels, but find the position that works for you. Whatever position you are in, you're gonna work your inner thighs. So you're gonna draw your knees towards each other. You can draw your knees towards each other while you're sitting back and down. You just have to do the work. So find what works for you. Inner thighs are engaged. This is gonna get a pulling up. You squeeze your glutes, activate your core as well. It co-contracts your pelvic floor. You're gonna get that much more core work out of this. Now, arms are gonna go straight out in front and you're gonna press down into a table. So you're getting those shoulder blades to depress. Now everybody, the eyes of your elbows, see if you can rotate them up towards the ceiling and then rotate them back down. The eyes of the elbows are where your elbow creases. If you can get them to rotate up towards the ceiling and then to face each other. Your wrist will move slightly, but this you should feel in your shoulder blades. Good. Now, rotate the eyes of the elbows towards the ceiling. It's going to activate underneath the armpit. And now from here, open and close the arms. Open and close. Open. Make sure to not hit your neighbor. Open and close. Open and close. Let's do 5 more. Draw on those inner thighs. 5, 4, 3. Now, if this ever gets into the neck, you lower the hands down more. And then pause with those arms open. And then let's just do some side bends of the neck. While you're working these upper traps, you can stretch out those scalenes and deep, deep neck muscles. And then let's paint 5 circles each direction with the left arm. 5. This is a day of circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring your arms down. Palms are going to face your body. Now lift those arms back up. Palms are facing behind you. Pinkies are going towards the ceiling. Bring the arms down. Lift the arms up. If this ever is too much into the neck, you're going to make the strap longer and make the tension less. Make the movement smaller. If it's getting into your neck, just make it smaller and then join back in. Last 2. This is 1. And now on this one, you're going to pause with arms lifted up. Turn your palms to face the ground. Let's paint 5 circles with the right arm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get those inner thighs on. 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms down. Let go of your strap. Bring your hands behind your body. So like so. So that you're bringing your hands as close to the opposite elbow as you can. And then from here, you're going to push your elbows down towards the ground and then bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then if that feels okay, pull the arms a little bit away from your body, not forcing it, just gently lift up and look over that left shoulder. And then bring your arms back into your spine. Bring your head back upright. Now bring right ear towards right shoulder. If it feels comfortable enough, pull the arms away from the body. Look over your right shoulder, bringing the right side of your chin towards your right shoulder. And then bring your head back upright. Arms are going to come down to the ground. Shake it out. By having those arms behind your back, you get into your rotator cuff muscles. Okay, let's go ahead. Bring your left foot straight out in front of you. You're going to bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to be about, the closer they are, the harder it is. So you decide how close you want your hands. I'm not going to micromanage that one. Okay, knee of that front leg is directly on top of the ankle. As you stand up, we're going to bend the elbows down. So it's going to be like you're doing a pull-up. Bend the elbows down as you stand up. Straighten the arms up as you lower back down. So we're going to be going up and down. If this is ever too much in anyone's knee, what you're going to be doing instead is hinging forward and just straightening the back knee. If this 90-90 lunges are too much, you'll just be straightening the back knee. Let's do 3 more. 3. For 2. Last 1. Let's just go halfway up. Elbows are bent, palms are facing forward. Ever too much in the back knee, you just straighten it. But if you can, do these 90-90 lunges and you're holding here. Now, check your wrists. See if you can get them on top of your elbows. Then rotate your palms towards the ground, palms to face forward. Good. Deborah, shoulders down, palms to face the ground, palms to face forward, palms to face the ground, palms to face forward. 2 more. Palms to the ground, palms forward, palms to the ground, and hold. Lower your knee all the way down. Bring your knees together. Bring your hands to an all fours position. And let's just round your spine. And extend your spine. Take a nice big Italian sigh if you need. Inhale, exhale. Big inhale, big exhale. And we have a whole nother leg to do. Yay. Bring yourself back upright. Round those shoulders forward and back. Okay, opposite foot is going to come forward. We're going to be doing the same kind of movement. So it's going to be like you're doing a pull-up to stand up. So bring your hands so that you find the distance that will work your shoulders the most. Opposite foot comes forward. Check to make sure your knee is on top of your ankle. And bring those arms up. Now, let your shoulder blades reach up into your ears and then pull them back down. It's that pulling down sensation that's going to cause you to bend your elbows. So as you pull your shoulder blades down, you bend your elbows, you stand up. And then you straighten those arms up, you lower back down. If it's too much, you're just going to hinge forward and straighten the back knee. Just listen to your body. Pull down to stand up. Straighten the arms up to lower down. Pull down to stand up. Good. Straighten to lower down. Last 2. 1. And on this one, halfway down or halfway up, you pull your arms so that their elbows are in line with the shoulders. At any point, you just straighten that back leg. We're holding here. Rotate the palms to the ground and hold. Now your wrists should be in line with your elbows. You straighten the arms forward, you bend the elbows back in. You straighten the arms forward, bend them back in. If it's ever too much, you just straighten both of your legs. Your knees should not be hurting here. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Last 2. 1 and 2. Straighten those arms forward. Lower the knees all the way down. Lower the arms down. Let those straps go. Shake it all out. Let's come to an all fours position. And let's rotate your left arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to thread that needle, you're going to thread that arm through your body as you bend your elbow and bring that shoulder down towards the ground. So you're rotating your arm through, getting a stretch both for your neck, and then you come back up. Rotate that arm towards the ceiling again, and then thread the arm through, and you can bend that right elbow so that your shoulder comes to the ground and you're just looking at the wall underneath your right elbow. And then you come back up. Then you're gonna bring the opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Then you'll thread that arm through, reach through and reach, getting a stretch, good. You can either hold it or move through it. Rotate the arm up, opening that chest, bring the arm through. Good, come back up. So now we've got our shoulders engaged, plenty. Bring your hands so that they're underneath the shoulders. And now rotate the eyes of the elbows to face forward. Eyes of the elbows are facing forward. You can always come down to your elbows for this if your wrists are hurting. We're going to be doing a plank. Eyes of the elbows are forward. Now pull your shoulder blades down. You're in the heels of your hands or you're on your elbows. Straighten your left leg back. Now everybody push your chest away from the ground. Good, Marie. And straighten your other leg back. Now, Marie, look towards the ground more. Yeah. Good, Kathy. So everyone, you're in your plank and you want to be looking not forward, you're looking down. So the back of your head is parallel to the ceiling and you're keeping those shoulder blades separated. Now let's separate your feet so they're just outside of your shoulders. Remember, you can always come down to your knees or your forearms, and we're going to tap the opposite shoulder with the opposite hand. Tap, tap, minimizing the rotation of the torso. Good, Deborah. Tap, tap. Last two. Good, Brandy. 1, 2. Now, reconnect. Bring the feet together. Hold. Now we're going to bring the knees into the same elbow. You bring your right knee in towards your right elbow. Keep those shoulder blades separated, that core engaged. Good. In. Pulling up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Push back into that child's pose. You can circle your wrists while you're in this child's pose. And then you're going to bring yourself up to this high kneeling position. Reach your arms down to the ground. Left arm's going to come overhead. Right arm, you're going to slowly side bend, finding the ground with your right arm. And you're going to place the hand on the ground. And then reach that left leg out to the side. And then you're just really taking this deep side bend. Deep, deep, deep. And then bring yourself back up in line. Then we're going to just lift and lower this top leg. That left leg is just lifting and lowering. So now you don't have to put a ton of weight in your hand. You can make a fist, but you can also lean back, getting it more into the leg. You could even do this with your hand off the ground if you really want to work your balance. For 3, but there shouldn't be a ton of load in your hand. Now you're going to lift that leg up and hold, push out of the foot to get the hip away from the ribs, and let's paint 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, bend your knee, push yourself back up, your knee lands back on the ground. You're back in this teeter-totter. Opposite arm overhead, opposite arm in front, your side bend, reach down towards the ground, find the ground, send your leg out to the side in line with your body. Then get a deep, deep, deep side bend. And then you're going to bring right. And then lift and lower the leg. You can keep that arm towards the ceiling. You can bring it behind the head, but everyone, just make sure your neck's not dropping towards the ground. You want to support it. So if it's starting to hurt in the neck, you can also come into a deeper flexion. But listen to your body. If you need to drop to the ground to get that neck tension out, that is fine as well. For 3, 2, lift the leg up and hold. 5 circles each direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee. Press yourself up. Open your heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, give yourself a hug. And then you're gonna rotate your chest from side to side. And then open your arms back out to the side, lift your heart up, give yourself another hug, switching with arms on top. And now side bend, or side bend, and side bend. Shake it all out. Fantastic job, everybody. Happy Wednesday.